Hey there, lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie, where I love to talk all things makeup, especially makeup tutorials, and in addition to that, makeup reviews. So today's video is all about the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. According to Ulta, this is the best-selling drugstore mascara. So let's do a try on as well as a wear test to see, does that actually prove true? I have actually worn this mascara in the past. I used to buy it all the time. So I have past opinions of it, but I'm gonna retry it out and see if my opinions have changed, because in the past, I didn't actually like it that much. I know it was all the rave and it still is all the rave because, I mean, guys, this is $4.99 here in the United States. That is a killer steal for mascara when normally mascara is like upwards of $15 to $20. And if you're anything like me, and if you have sensitive skin, and if you are very conscientious of throwing out your mascara, not using old mascara because you get styes, then that means every 3 months you're needing to get a new mascara, which means $5 versus my favorite L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, which is like $15 to $20, somewhere in that range. I mean, like, if this can do a really good job, this one might have to be put on the back burner just a little bit, right? To help save our wallet a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and do my everyday makeup routine. I'm not gonna do anything too fancy here because really I want this mascara to shine. I want to see if my mind can be changed here. And if you absolutely love this mascara, then leave a comment down below why you like it. So I don't remember this mascara being a terrible mascara. Like, I did really like it because I bought it for months on end. But what I didn't like about it was that I love a voluminous lash. Like, more voluminous, the better. And this mascara, it doesn't really give me volume, or let's say it didn't give me the volume that I was looking for. It more gave me kind of like spidery, spindly lashes, which it gave me length, and I really like length as well. My perfect mascara is a combination of length and volume. So if you have a holy grail mascara that gives you length and volume, leave it down in the comments. I'd love to try it out because mascara is one of those products that, I do go through really often. And so I'm always up for trying a new one. And just a quick update on this IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots Concealer that I picked up from the Ulta beauty sale. I am still really, really loving it. Really, my holy grail concealer is my Nars Potted Concealer. I love the creaminess of that one and the coverage, and it really doesn't take hardly any product at all. And this one, I love, I think, just as much. It is super, super thin. I don't need a whole ton of product at all. And the one huge caveat is, though, because it is so thin and fluid, it does settle into my fine lines. So I have to, without question, set it with powder. Now, another thing that I realized why I maybe didn't like this mascara back in the day is that I did not set my eyes with powder. And so I would get raccoon eyes like nobody's business with this mascara. It would transfer horribly on me. And I do not like raccoon eyes. I mean, nobody does, right? It's not cute to be at the end of the day and you're walking around with this black under your eyes and makes you look tired and droopy. No, no, no. That's not the look that we're going here for. We want to look awake and bright and happy and youthful. Plus, with my hooded eyes, I don't get just raccoon eyes underneath. I get them on top, and I feel absolutely ridiculous when I have mascara that is transferred onto the hood of my eyelid. Like, even more ridiculous than underneath my eye, because I feel like that's pretty typical and it's not uncommon to see that. But on my hood, I feel ridiculous. I don't know why. Some quick base products there. I did pick up a couple of other things from the Ulta Beauty sale that I'm gonna try along with this mascara. And one of them is the Polite Society Polite Pops Powder Blush Stick. And I got mine in Malibu. I mean, they're so cute. Look at that. And it's a twist off top, and then you twist it up to push the product up there. You can see that. And it's supposed to be powder blush in a stick. And when I feel this, it's an interesting texture. And then when I rub it between my fingers, like it, I don't know, it feels like a dry powder or dry cream. And then rubbing it between my fingers, words are not coming to me right now. When I rub it between my fingers, it does feel like a powder, almost kind of like a tacky powder a little bit. But I swatched all of the colors, and this one I loved the most. I'll just show you it on my hand here. It is a beautiful, like peachy pink color with some orange reflex in it. So, I mean, really, this is like a perfect summertime, springtime color. And I know that we're going into fall, but I don't have anything quite like this. You know, it kind of reminds me actually of the Milani Luminoso and maybe Nars Orgasm blushes. And I would love to do a video dedicated to finding a dupe for the Nars Orgasm. I wonder if this Polite Society would be a dupe as well, because look at that. It's like a pinky orange golden color. So, so beautiful. So I'm going to try this in a couple of different ways. I want to apply it directly to my cheek and see, does it wear off my foundation? I don't see any foundation coming off. Great color payoff. Now let's see if I can blend this. And it's supposed to be a luminous powder blush, which, I mean, with the gold reflex in that, it is doing just that. I'm blending it out. Oh my goodness, you guys. This has probably got to be my new favorite glowy blush. Like, do you see that glow? And like the reflex aren't even obvious. Like, it's not glitter. That is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, and loving this color too. This is a super great color for my skin tone. And that blended out like a dream. So I can apply that directly to my face, and it didn't take off any of my foundation. Okay, I'm really, really impressed with this. I might have to pick up more colors. Now, I want to try on this side and just put it on my brush and then apply it to my face and see how much color payoff I get and if it blends better. So it's definitely more subtle, applying it to the brush and then putting it on my cheek. Yeah, it's more blended, I think, just because it is more subtle doing it this way. But still really gorgeous. I think I prefer this side. That color payoff is just so pretty. And this side is way more, I would say way more like no makeup or natural makeup look. This would be perfect for a natural makeup look. So I'm really excited to see what this is going to do, how it's going to perform throughout the day. And not forget to brush up those brows, make sure that my eyes are open and I look awake. Okay, before I put on the mascara, because that is the show here, I picked up one other product, and it's the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick here in its gorgeous packaging. And I got the color Beso, and it is a red lipstick, red matte lipstick. And I did swatch all of the colors. This one just, I love a good matte red lipstick, and so I really wanted to try this one. There is a lot of product that comes off on that doe foot there. When I was swatching these in Ulta, it really didn't take a ton of product at all. So I'm gonna wipe that excess off, and I'm just gonna use the applicator. I'm not gonna put any lip liner on, and I'm just gonna use the applicator because I wanna see how this product performs by itself and if I can get super precise. It does smell good. I wanna say it's like vanilla something. You're supposed to be able to get 12 hours out of this. So we'll see. Applying the matte liquid lipstick with the applicator was a little bit tricky. I think next time I would probably use a brush just so I can get that really precise line, especially because this is such a bright red. And then make sure I come in with a concealer brush to clean up around the edges because I got a little bit unevenness there. And it is drying down really quickly. And see, it's like barely a little bit tacky. Because this is supposed to be a 12-hour wear, is it transfer proof? Because it's also matte. So we're gonna do the transfer proof test with my handy dandy hand, and we're just gonna put a kiss on there. Ooh, not transfer proof. Look at that. That is like perfect imprint of my lips. Beautiful. Not exactly what I'm looking for in a matte lipstick. So again, we'll see how this wears throughout the day, but a really beautiful color, I will say. Okay, star of the show, the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. What I will say about this wand compared to my L'Oreal Lash Paradise wand is that it is in a cone shape. And so it goes from bigger on this end to smaller on this end, kind of like a tree. And I do really like that because then I can get into the outer corner of my eye really, really well. And I can get to the roots of my lashes super well because the mascara wand is so small. I mean, it's applying like a dream, which I remember applying really well. I will say it's giving me way more volume than I remember, and I do like that. Okay, I am really liking this. That is gorgeous. I don't know, my mind might be changed. I would say it's giving me just as much volume as my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. And I think about the same length too. I do really like how small this bristle brush is. Can really get my lashes coated super, super well. Okay, I just wanted to read to you some of the claims about this mascara from the Ulta Beauty's website. And it says that the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, that is such a long name. It needs to be changed. I think just the Essence Lash Princess Mascara in the green tube. We all know what that means, right? But it creates an irresistible false lash effect with length, curl, and dramatic volume. It is cruelty-free, and it's formulated without a lot of things such as microplastic particles, perfume, which if you have sensitive skin, that is going to be huge for you. You want to stay away from perfume products. So I would say, you know, I'm going to keep testing this, but I would say that already in of itself is a skin sensitive friendly product. Okay, it is giving me plenty of volume, and it is giving me the, I would say, false lash effect and curl for sure. I mean, I naturally have very curly lashes, and I'm very grateful for those, but it's really pushing my lashes up a whole lot. And so no wonder I hated this mascara. I mean, it was like it was a love-hate relationship, okay? Because it's giving me that curl, right? But that means it's gonna hit my lid significantly. And so no wonder I got that raccoon effect on the hood of my eye and didn't really necessarily like that. But with the powder, I already know that's gonna be a huge difference for me. I'm gonna take you throughout my day here, and I'll do a couple of check-ins to see how this makeup is wearing, specifically this mascara, and is it the best-selling drugstore mascara? Why? And does it really live up to its name and its hype? First check-in of the day, seeing how this best-selling drugstore mascara is performing for me. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take off my glasses. Yes, I'm going to have glasses marks because I wear glasses with makeup. Don't be alarmed by those. My glasses do hide them. But just taking a look here, I am not seeing any transfer or raccoon eyes except for right here, but that is because I got some mascara on the bottom part of my lashes there. So usually that kind of happens if I get some mascara on my bottom lashes. It will tend to transfer unless like I really set it like super, super well. There is a little bit of transfer up on top here. So it's mostly just this left eye. So I don't know if maybe I didn't powder as good as I did on the right side, because the right side I am seeing absolutely no transfer whatsoever from the Essence mascara. Overall, it's looking really, really beautiful. I am still in love with this blush. It is just so luminous and beautiful, as it says on the packaging. The lipstick, so I'm probably about 3.5 hours into wearing this face of makeup. I have already eaten lunch, and from what I can tell with the lipstick, I mean, I did put a thin coating on my top lip, but that seems to have worn off, which I did see on my spoon, a lot of the wear off, and then just in the corners of my lips where that spoon would be hitting my lips as well. It's still looking really great and it's lasting, so we'll see how everything looks in the end. It's the end of my work day here, and I just got back from going on a walk with my son to go get the mail. Now we're gonna do our end of day check-in. I've been wearing this mascara now for about 8 hours, and just gonna take off my glasses so that we can get a full look here. So just kind of like earlier, my right side really is not transferring all that much, if any, versus my left side, it's still doing this little transfer down here at the bottom with that Essence mascara. But and then maybe a little bit touch up here, but really not that bad. So I wonder if my issue with this mascara in the past was that I just wasn't setting powder around my eyes, and that's why it transferred so badly. And I know also I didn't really like this mascara in the past because it gave me more like spidery lashes instead of very voluminous lashes, which I love. Like, I'm really glad that I tried this mascara again, because I think for every day, this is a great mascara. Honestly, like, I see why it's a bestseller. I really could not be more happy with it. I mean, really, this is just gonna be part of my everyday rotation. I'm actually almost done with my L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, or at least it's getting to that 3-month mark where I like to throw them out, just because I have gotten styes before on my lash lines and it's just not fun. And so I always check them at 3 months just to make sure that there's absolutely no bacteria or anything growing in there to give me an eye infection, because that's the absolute worst, when I can't wear makeup because I have an infection on my face. And I don't want to put on makeup because then I will infect those products. So then when I want to wear them later on, I'm just putting that infected product right onto my face. Maybe it was just the way I applied it. It was so much better this time. As far as the other products that I've been trying out, the Polite Society blush, I mean, it is still blushing. The lipstick is still fantastic, but as I kind of said in the beginning, when I applied it, it's not transfer proof. And I mean, you can see right there, I just got some on my fingers. So it is not 100% transfer proof. So although it does dry down matte, which is pretty good for the majority of it, it still likes to leave marks on things. So a little bit of a downside to that, but it is really a beautiful color. And as it starts to wear off, I mean, for every opaque lipstick that you ever wear, when it starts to wear off, it doesn't look very cute. So it's starting to not look super cute. You can see it really like kind of just wearing off. I do really love that blush, and it is an absolutely beautiful color. So this side that I directly applied it onto my cheek is the side that, I mean, it stayed very true to its color payoff. And the side that I applied it to the brush and then applied it onto my cheek, you know, it's still there. So this side is, you know, a lot stronger in color because I applied it directly to my cheek, versus this side just applying to the blush. I'm sorry. End of the day, I have done a lot of talking. I'm tired. Applied it to my brush, then put it on my cheek, but it's still sticking in there. Just the whole concept of a powder blush in a stick is it's really cool. That's where I'll leave it. I do want to try and keep wearing this until I go to bed tonight, because whenever I do a wear test, I mean, realistically, I'm wearing my makeup all day long. Like, I'm not, you know, okay, I'm gonna I'm done with work, now I'm gonna take off my makeup and then I'm gonna have my evening. No, I do that when I go to bed. So we will see if this matte lipstick does actually last 12 hours, which I'm gonna say it does, but is it going to last 12 hours perfectly? No, but I think this mascara will last me that 12 hours as well. Really bang for your buck. So I'll check in one more time tonight to close out this video. If you have made it to this point in the video, then please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so that I can keep creating more awesome content like this for you guys. And I'll see you at the last check-in. Final check-in of the night. After deep cleaning my entire kitchen, going on a walk outside, spending time outside with my son, blowing some bubbles, this makeup has been through it today and it looks like it. So I have been wearing this makeup now for 12 hours at this point. And just taking a look at everything, I do have a lot of transfer up on my hood here from that Essence mascara, and I have transfer down underneath my eyes, getting me some strong raccoon eyes. I mean, not horrible. I could easily like wipe this off, but all in all, at that 8-hour mark, I would say is when the mascara is really reaching its end point. So if you're gonna wear this Essence mascara, then I would say 8 hours. That's gonna be a good mark for you, between that 6 to 8 hour mark. Anything beyond that, your oils are really going to start breaking it down like it has. And I do have oily skin. As you can see, I'm very shiny and glowy. And part of that is from the tinted moisturizer that I'm wearing, but also my oils really have broken all of this apart. As far as the mascara on my lashes, it still looks really, really good. So if I wanted to extend the life of this mascara, what I could do is that I could touch up my underneath my eyes and my eyelids with some powder, maybe partway through the day at like that 6-8 hour mark, right? Retouch with powder, and then this mascara would just last a whole lot longer. It's not flaking on me. My lashes still look as beautiful as if I applied this first thing in the morning. So my recommendation for this drugstore best-selling mascara, the Essence Lash Princess in the green tube, I would say it is worth the $5. You're really gonna get your wear time out of it. It's gonna make your lashes look beautiful and you're gonna feel beautiful. Just don't expect to wear this makeup for an all-day event that's gonna be, 8+ hours, right? If you're gonna wear it for a gala, like fine, if it's only for a few hours. But if it's an all-day event, maybe not the best choice unless you're going to touch up with some powder. I'm definitely going to put this into my daily rotation here, as I talked about earlier today, because at the end of the day, it did make my lashes look really, really beautiful. Now, just to close this off, I was doing a wear test on some other makeup items like the Polite Society blush, and it is still very pigmented, even from the moment that I applied it first thing this morning. So it is a beautiful luminous blush. It makes me look healthy. And I will definitely be adding this to my rotation as well. And it's also a great travel friendly product because of the size of it. This lipstick, we're 12 hours in. Stila, they did it. They met my expectations of going 12 hours with this lipstick. And this is after eating lunch and dinner and, snacks and cookies throughout the day, drinking water, talking. And my lips don't feel too dried out or cracked or anything. It hasn't made my lips look really nasty for being a soft matte lipstick. But I will say it does wear off, and because it's so opaque, just be aware that with it wearing off, you're gonna see those wear marks. It's gonna be pretty obvious. And really the biggest downside to this lipstick is that yes, it is long wearing, but it is not transfer proof. So really keep that in mind when you are purchasing this, but overall a really beautiful color, and it really only takes a thin layer to apply it. And if you want to catch another video where I do a wear test on some base products, then you'll want to go ahead and check out this video right here of some other Ulta Beauty items that I picked up from the Ulta Beauty sale that are surprisingly actually really great for oily skin people that you wouldn't expect to be. So make sure you go ahead and check that out if you're looking for some other products to add to your everyday makeup bag or to your collection. And I'll see you in that one. Bye!